Hi guys! Now, pag-usapan naman natin ay mga accessory organs ng digestive system. Accessory organs, so much of them are parenchymatous organs na hindi siya technically part of the alimentary canal, but their secretions go inside the alimentary canal. Okay, starting off with the salivary glands. As we all know, we have three major salivary glands: the parotid, the mandibular, and the sublingual glands. Okay, starting off with the parotid gland. This is a parotid gland. It is a parenchymatous organ. So may mapapansin tayong capsule. May nakikita tayong capsule na nakapaligid sa kanya. Okay? Predominantly, it is composed of, na-appreciate natin, mas marami itong mga serous acinius. Serous acina in plural. Mapapansin natin, it is composed of individual lobes at may mga lobules. So, meron pa rin siyang mga stroma na nagse-separate sa mga lobules. Makikita nyo na in parenchymatous organs, halos ganun yung kanyang schema na meron siyang lobes, lobules, etc. Kasi each of those lobules are being drained by specific lobar ducts. And meron ding mga interlobar ducts, which will all drain into a major duct, which drains the whole gland. In the parotid, the major duct is known as the Stenson's duct. Paano natin masasabi na siya na yung major duct, the largest duct? It is stratified columnar ang kanyang stratified cuboidal to columnar ang kanyang duct, ang kanyang surface epithelium. As you can see here, this is the basal layer of cells, then there is a layer of cells na nasa ibabaw niya. So that is the Stenson's duct. Tingnan natin yung secretory portion niya. This one is a lobe of the parotid duct. As you can see, it is predominantly serous. Serous acinus. Acina yung ating nakikita. Although there are some patches of ayaw yan. Masyadong maliwanag yata ang aking mucus acini. Okay? As you can see, there are lobar and interlobar ducts draining this lobe. Mapapansin natin naman na yung mga ducts naman ay cuboidal ang kanyang lining epithelium. Like that. As you can see, this is a duct. It is separate and different from the adenomiers. Okay? Serous acini. Okay? So that is the parotid. Moving on to the the mandibular, kaya lang ang ating available na slide is the submaxillary gland. Looking at it in a scanner at 40x, anong napapansin natin? Again, is it predominantly mucus or serous ang kanyang secretion? Again, it is serous in secretion. Diba? Yung acini niya is well-staining. Kitang-kita niya, tutok up ng stain, and wala tayong nakikita mga lumen in each of the, yan yung mga acini cells, yung mga bilog-bilog na yan. Okay? Tingnan natin siya under HPO. So again, we have the acini cells. They are again predominantly serous. Okay? Siyempre, may makikita pa rin tayong ducts. Kita nyo, yung ducts, medyo ang cut niya ay longitudinal, kaya medyo mahaba yung ducts. Na-appreciate natin na siya ay cuboidal. Cuboidal ang kanyang lining. Epithelium. Okay? Meron din tayo nakikita pa ilan-ilan na mucous adenomeres. Just like that of the parotid, yung overall configuration niya ay lobes at lobules. We have a lobe with individual lobules inside it. Each of them are being drained by lobular and interlobular ducts. So the submaxillary is being drained by the Wharton's duct. Hanapin natin kung nakuha sa cut na ito ang major duct that drains this organ. Mukhang wala. Okay? Wala tayong nakikitang major duct na nag-drain sa kanya. However, kita natin yung kanyang capsule. Diba? It has a capsule. Again, it is a parenchymatous organ. Siya ay isang, parenchymatous organ. Merong stroma. Usually, may mga lobules and lobes inside it. Okay? So, that is submaxillary or submandibular gland. Moving on to the sublingual gland. Okay? Again, in scanner, nakikita natin yung kanyang stroma na nagko-cover sa kanya. Mapapansin ninyo, makapal ang stroma ng mga salivary glands. Then, appreciate natin, meron pa rin siyang mga lobes. As you can see here, that is a lobe with connective tissue coming from the stroma is continuous to the lobules. As you can see here, this is a part of a lobe. So, continuous yung stroma na to, yung capsule, yung connective tissue na yan, pababa, papasok sa mga lobes ng salivary gland. Now, if we focus the acini, ano naman type ng adenomeres or acini ang ating makikita according to its secretion? Predominantly mucoid. Okay, mucus naman dito. Sometimes may ma-appreciate tayong acini na merong serous demilunes such as that, and that. Those are again serous demilunes, nasa ilalim talaga ng isang mucoid secreting cell. You can see. I hope na-appreciate ninyo itong mga serous demilunes dito kay sublingual gland. Okay? So, again, this one is a duct draining yung kanyang lobule. Tingnan natin kung may nahagip na major secretory duct. Feeling ko ay hindi pa ito major. Medyo malaki na siya. Perhaps a branch of the major duct, which is the duct of Rivinus. Tingnan ulit natin. Yes, this is a major duct of Rivinus. As you can see, it has stratified more than one, di ba? More than one layer of epithelium ang kanyang surface epithelium, ang kanyang internal epithelium ng duct. Okay? The duct of Ravenous. Okay? Moving on now to the liver. Liver is the largest gland of the mammals. Okay? So that is the parenchyma of the liver. And in gross specimens, may makikita pa tayong capsule sa kanya. So that is the Gleason's capsule. Kaya lang dito sa ating section, wala na tayong capsule. Perhaps this is just a remnant of the capsule. Yan. Kaya lang mahirap i-appreciate, kaya wag na nating pagtuunan ng pansin. Okay? Kasi again, it is a parenchymatous organ. Meron lagi siyang capsule. Okay? Now, in pigs, makapal yung kanilang capsule, which embeds, kagaya ng pinag-usapan natin kanina sa mga salivary gland, yung capsule ay pumapasok as stroma into the individual lobules ng liver. Okay? Kaya, kung makikita natin itong sa pigs, mas ma-appreciate natin yung kanyang mga stroma. Napapansin nyo yung darker staining material, darker staining tissues. So those are stroma. Capsule or fiber, or yes, connective tissue fibers coming from the capsule. Okay? Mukhang wala ding cut ito na malapit sa capsule. Kasi ang laki-laki naman din talaga ng liver. Okay? Yung darker staining structures, tissue, siya ay kanyang stroma. Kaya nga, kung i-appreciate natin, kung mahilig kayong kumain ng atay, compare ninyo yung atay ng manok sa atay ng baboy. Diba yung atay ng manok, kapag pre-neston nyo siya, nadudurog na agad siya kapag bagong luto. Yung adobong atay ng manok. Sarap ba yun? Hindi ako nasasarapan. Hindi ako kumakain talaga ng atay ng manok kung yung atay ng manok lang. Pero like, atay ng baboy. Yeah, I'm eating atay ng baboy. Di ba medyo mas may fight? Medyo toothsome. Sabi nga ng mga Italians, toothsome yung liver ng pigs. Diba? Medyo mas may kunat. Kasi mas marami siyang fibrous tissue. Okay? Kasi yung individual lobules, such as this, like for example, this is a lobule, yung pagitan niya, yung mga gilid-gilid niya ay merong stroma. Meron siyang connective tissue. Fibrous connective tissue. Okay? Kaya mas makapal yung atay ng baboy. Yung atay ng aso, hindi ko alam, hindi ko na-pick. Hindi, joke lang. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa mga structures na makikita natin sa loob sa liver. Dito tayo sa isang liver. Okay? So, napapansin nyo, ang daming butas ni liver. Mag-focus tayo sa isang butas. Ano ba yan? Bakit yung mga butas ang pinofocus natin, no? Okay? Alright. Yan. Dito sa isang structure na to. Napapansin nyo tong dalawa na to, this one and this one. These are central veins. Central vein of a liver lobule, of a hepatic lobule. Okay? So this one, subukan ko nga kung makuha ko na madrawingan ito. Okay, subukan natin to. So as you can see here, I hope na-appreciate ninyo. So that is a, oopsie. Delete muna natin. Dali. Okay, from here, ito na natin. So this is a lobule of a liver. Meron siyang central vein sa gitna. This is another lobe of liver. Okay? So, posible kasama pa to sa kanya. So, that is a lobe. Yung each of the hepatic lobule, may nakikita tayo lagi sa gitna nila na central vein. Kaya siya tinawag na central vein. Mag-focus muna tayo doon dito sa illustration na tinuro ni Doc Jack. We have two lobules. Okay? So, dahil hindi naman lagi pantay-pantay yung pagkakat, so dapat, Doc, bakit wala dito na portal triad? Okay? Most likely, hindi siya tinamaan. No? Cut. Okay? Pero, kung yan yung junction, dalawang hepatic lobules, dapat meron talaga dyan. Pero, most likely, nasa taas ng tissue or nasa baba ng section. Ganon din. Okay? Pero, ang madali ma-appreciate is the central vein. Kung bakit ko to drawing kasi, this is a classic hepatic lobule. Again, classic hepatic lobule. Kapag nag-drawing tayo ng diamond sa kanya, from there to here, that is a liver asinus. Liver asinus, a space in between two central veins. Okay? Now, yung liver asinus may mga zones. Yung pinakamalayo sa central vein na tawag doon is the zone. This is the zone 1. Yung pinakamalayo, zone 2, and the zone 3 of the liver asinus. Malinaw. Okay? Now, maghanap naman tayo ng isang portal lobule. Maghanap tayo ng isang portal lobule. Uy, hindi nabura ang aking drawing. So, let me just remove the drawing. Maghanap tayo ng isang portal triad. Pangit ng pagkakakat. Para ma-appreciate nyo na ganun talaga yung itsura sa lab. Pero syempre hindi siya magiging perfect. Such as these. Mag-drawing again tayo ng okay, we have here, this is a central vein, another central vein, and sige, another central vein, and there is another central vein. Okay, so that is a portal lobule. There is a portal triad in the middle, more or less in the middle of this structure. So yan, ito yung isang hepatic lobule, another hepatic lobule, and another hepatic lobule. Okay? Ang drainage kasi ng Although sufficient na dapat to. Ang drainage ng blood, so coming from the portal vein, dadalhin yung blood papunta sa liver and papunta sa hepatic vein. Etong mga central veins, sila ay branches ng hepatic vein. So coming from this portal vein, yung blood na rich sa nutrients ay dadaan dito sa mga hepatic lobules for filtration. Ngayon, paano niya siya mafi-filter? Okay? So, tingnan natin ang inner workings ng isang hepatic lobule coming from the portal triad. Tingnan natin tong isang portal triad kasi narito yung portal vein. Okay? Yan yung isang portal triad. Kitang-kita siya isang portal vein kasi meron pa siyang blood. Okay? This must be also a branch of the portal vein. Medyo malaking branch siya ng portal vein. Meron pa tayo nakikitang the bile duct and the hepatic artery. Kaya siya tinawag na triad. The portal vein, bile duct, and the hepatic artery. Paano natin na-appreciate? Paano nyo masasabi na siya yun? Ano ba ang differences nila? Okay. So, nakikita niyo yan. So, yan yung vein. Medyo distended siya, kaya bilog pa rin siya. Now, here, this is an arteriole. Okay, maliit siya. So, usually, maliit talaga siya. Okay? At tingnan nyo to. Ang lining epithelium niya ay cuboidal. So, that must be a duct. So, that is the bile duct. So, that is a portal vein. Now, coming from this, the portal vein, yung blood ay dadaan sa mga ito. Sa liver lobule, sa hepatic lobule, for filtration. Napapansin niyo differences ng sizes ng cells. May cells na parang nakapila. Okay? Then merong space sila in between. Itong mga nakapila na yan, those are the hepatic cords. Okay? These are the hepatic cords. And in between these cords are the sinusoids. Sinusoids are the small capillaries in the liver, which actually filters the blood. Okay? Now, mapapansin nyo din na merong mga cells na nadodoon sa sinusoids. So, those are Kupffer cells, such as this one. Yung nadodoon sa pointer. Gumalaw. Medyo nag-fail na rin si fine adjustment nito. So that is a macrophage, a tissue macrophage, which is the Kupffer cells that is true for the liver. Yung tissue macrophage ng liver is known as the Kupffer cells. Makikita sila sa mga sinusoids. Okay? So coming from here, the blood will be drained. Tingnan nyo, appreciate nyo, malayo ang dadaanan niya para makarating sa central vein. So papunta sila blood doon. So para siya na-filter, parang funnel itong central vein. So this is the most oxygen rich. Ito yung pinanggaling niya, yung may artery papunta sa central vein. Okay? Okay, so that is how the filtration mechanism of the liver works. Okay? So, napakita ko na sa inyo hepatic artery, portal vein, bile duct. Ano pa? So, yung classical lobule, siya yung hepatic lobule. Yung sinasabi ko, yung mukhang hexagon or bilog. Actually, hindi nga natin talaga siya ma-appreciate na hexagon. More or less, pwede. Tingnan naman natin yung sa pig. Okay, so maghanap tayo ng isang central vein. So that is, igitna natin siya. Okay, so that is a central vein, another central vein. Perhaps may mga portal triad na nasa gilid. Hanap tayo ng magandang portal triad dito sa liver ng pigs. Ito, higit na natin. Okay. Diba? We have the portal vein. Again, the arteriole, the hepatic artery, and that is the bile duct. Okay? Diba kahit maliit, ma-appreciate natin siya. Gawa ng lining epithelium niya. So all of them, such as that, portal triad, portal triad, portal triad, all of them are found here. Mas madali pala maghanap dito sa pig liver. Tingnan ulit natin to. Then let's focus. There you go. Again, that is the hepatic artery, the portal vein, and the bile duct. Okay? Tapos na tayo sa liver. Punta na tayo sa gallbladder. Gallbladder is a tubular organ. Be it albeit it's a blind pouch, pero ma-appreciate natin it is a tubular organ. Kung siya ay isang tubular organ, meron tayong makikita ang mga layers. So as you can see, this is the surface epithelium, this is the tunica muscularis, and the tunica serosa. If this is the free end, this is the tunica serosa. Kung siya ay nakadikit doon sa part ng liver, hindi siya exposed to the peritoneum, so that is an adventitia. Pero still, kung ma-appreciate natin yung kanyang tissue, this is loose connective tissue, smooth muscle, and epithelia. Tignan natin siya. Ay, pakita ko muna sa inyo tong surface epithelium niya, di ba? May mga cracks and crevices. Hindi pala yun ang term na ginamit. May mga crypts, may mga folds tayo nakikita dito sa surface epithelium ng gallbladder. So those are the plica, the verticula, the crypts that is found in the mucosa of the gallbladder. Kung titingnan natin ang kanyang epithelia, it's still a, what's that? Columnar cells. Then we can appreciate the lamina propria. Ito, question. Nasaan dyan ang lamina propria, ang submucosa at saka mucosa? Kung tutusin, ang hirap i-appreciate kasi wala siyang muscularis mucosae. It usually looks as the mucosa sits on the tunica muscularis. Pero actually, meron naman siyang manipis na tunica submucosa. Pero interspersed na din in between yung mga smooth muscle. Okay, so that is already the tunica muscularis for the gallbladder. And dito sa ilalim is the adventitia, composed of the loose connective tissue. Okay? That is for the gallbladder. Now, let's go to the pancreas. Ang pancreas ay special kasi it is both exocrine and an endocrine gland. Again, it is a parenchymatous gland. May makikita tayong mga lobes and lobules. Meron siyang capsule. Nakikita niyo manipis na yon. Pero, so, dahil less siya nag-stain, so, mas mas malambot siya, mas less ang kanyang fibrous material. Pero kung titingnan nyo to, in between the lobes, di ba? Continuous again siya. Again, coming from the capsule, meron siyang branches to become the stroma inside the organ. Okay, so balik muna tayo sa scanner para ma-appreciate natin yung difference ng exocrine at endocrine pancreas. Ang endocrine pancreas, yan yung makikita nating mga islets of Langerhans. So those are the islets of Langerhans. Sa scanner pa lang kitang-kita nyo na iba ang kulay niya. They are lighter. Okay? Then of course, mukhang asinus. Asinine talaga. Yung nakapaligid sa kanya. In LPO. So again, diba? Mga asinus yan. And that is the islet of Langerhans. Punta tayo sa HPO. So those are the acinar cells. Diba? So those are part of the exocrine pancreas. Meron pa tayong tinatawag na centroacinar cells, such as this one. Kaya bakit hindi siya pale staining? May nakita ko kanina, yun. That is a pale staining centroacinar cell. Smaller and found sa gitna noong acinus. So this is the acinus. And meron mga centroacinar cells sa gitna noong isang exocrine acinus. Ano pang makikita natin dito sa section na to? Can you see this? This is a duct, perhaps an intercalated duct that drains this sinus. Doon sa may pointer. Okay? So that is a duct. Paano, again, natin na-appreciate na siya ay duct? Kasi ang kanyang lining epithelium ay cuboidal. Okay? Tingnan naman natin yung islets, Langerhans. So this one is an islet. As you can see, ibang-iba ang kanyang structure, types ng cell na nakikita natin. Hindi siya acinus, wala tayong nakikita ganyang kulay sa kanya. May mga iba't ibang sizes ng cells, pero hindi na daw muna natin titingnan ng individual. Mahirap ma-appreciate kung wala tayong specific stain na gagamitin yung alpha at beta cells dito sa isang islet of Langerhans. So those are the endocrine pancreas. Okay, again, these are not islets, those are ducts, bilog na bilog, diba? This one are the islets. Okay? So that is the pancreas. See ya, kids.